I have been a realtor for 16 years now, and I have worked with a lot of buyers over the years, which means I have been through a lot of inspections over those years of my career. And over the last few years, we have seen a shift in the market that has made for a big seller's market. And in that market, we have seen a lot of people waiving inspections just in order to get an offer accepted. Things have shifted a little bit again. We're starting to see things slow down. Some areas you're still seeing that kind of demand for a house and still seeing people waiving inspections. And then, yet in other areas, and other neighborhoods. I mean, it's very dependent on the different pockets of neighborhoods that we're seeing these differences, but there are more areas where you can get inspections done and still get an offer accepted. So today I thought I would talk about why waiving a home inspection might not be the best idea. Hi, my name's Deanna Bradford, and I am a realtor with Reese Nichols Realtors Excelsior Springs, part of the Bill Hightower team. If you have watched any of my videos, especially the ones on the process of buying, we have talked about inspections and why they are so important. But I thought this time I would go over the reasons why you might not want to waive an inspection, what the risks are of not having an inspection done on a property. Now, again, it's still your right to choose whether or not you have an inspection done. You pay for that inspection. Nobody's requiring you to do one, but there's a reason that you have the right to do one, and it is for your protection. So we're going to talk about some of that today. So number one are just the fact that you might miss hidden issues in a home. Without a home inspection, you're not going to know if there are some things that are hidden that you wouldn't know otherwise until you're living in the house and those things become more glaring. And by then it's too late. So a home inspector is going to come in and thoroughly inspect the home. They're going to be able to hopefully uncover things like faulty wiring issues, some plumbing issues, potentially some foundation issues if there's cracks in the walls that can be seen. They are going to test your furnace and AC and the water heater. They're going to check out the roof, which how many of us, when we're looking at a house, get up on the roof and take a look closer at the roof? So there's all these things that they do that thoroughly takes a look at the house. And while it's not perfect and they may not catch everything, there's a lot more likelihood that they're going to catch something that you're going to either be able to decide whether that's a non-negotiable for you and allow you to cancel that contract and save yourself the headache of those issues, or hopefully you're going to be able to ask the seller to repair some of these things or even give you a credit to help offset the cost that it might cost you down the road. Number two reason why you might not want to waive a home inspection are hidden safety issues. So not only can the inspectors find things that maybe need to be repaired, but they're also going to uncover things that might not be safe if you live in that home. You can have a mold inspection done, and in a regular home inspection, if they see something that is suspicious, they might recommend you get that further evaluated for mold. There are radon inspections that can test for radon gas, which I've heard that it's cancer causing. And so if that's the case, you want to know about that. That's what that inspection is going to uncover. And you can't see that with your eyes. And then just things that may be a fire safety issue or a faulty furnace that could be leaking gas into the home and could be a carbon dioxide issue. I mean, there's so many things that could be considered a safety issue that you would never know without that home inspection. Another reason why a home inspection could be important for you to consider and not waive is because if there are unknown, unseen things wrong with the home, that's going to cost you a lot of money. Well, then that might cause the value of that home not to be worth as much as what the seller's asking for. And then you know if you're paying a fair amount for that house or not because of the condition of that home. You want to make sure that home is in a good condition for the value that you're paying for it, right? So an inspection may not determine what the value of that home is, but if you come to find out that there's going to be $10,000, $20,000 worth of repair on this home, Are you still willing to pay the amount you've agreed to for this home when it's going to cost you so much more? So, knowledge is power, right? And knowing that can be very important for you as a buyer to know whether you're making a wise purchase or not. Another reason why you might not want to waive inspections is because of the negotiating power. Now, I will say that there's various options when waiving inspections, various levels. You can completely waive the right to do inspections. You can choose to have inspection but waive some of your rights. Maybe you don't ask for repairs, but you still have the right to cancel. Or you could say, I have the right to get the inspection, but it's for informational purposes, and I waive all my other rights concerning that inspection. So while there is some options there when we're talking about waiving the inspection contingency in a contract, there are varying ways of waiving that right. But I'm just going to talk about if you choose not to do that at all, any options of waiving your inspection rights. And you have full right to not only have inspections, but also to renegotiate later if something comes up on it. There's negotiating power in that, right? You can ask for things to be fixed. You can potentially get a price reduction or some credit towards some of your costs to purchase that house. Or even more important is the right to cancel if there's just something that is just a deal breaker that cannot be resolved. And that is why it's important to have that inspection and to have all the rights connected to having that inspection so that you are protected from purchasing something that you are not going to regret later. And then one last thing I will say concerning inspections, if you waive the right to have an inspection at all and you don't even get one done, and if you have a home warranty on that purchase, if you want to know more about home warranties, watch this video where I go over what those are. But if you have a home warranty and then when you close on the house, something breaks and you want to use your home warranty in order to have that item fixed, that's what it's there for. In some cases, in a lot of cases, that home warranty company, they will only cover it if it's not a pre-existing issue, meaning that it was working when you closed on the property and it broke after. Something happened after you closed. And sometimes, in order for them to prove that it was in working condition when you purchased, they want to see a home inspection. If you don't have that and they require that, then that item's probably not going to be covered under your home warranty. So, just another thing to consider. Not all home warranties require them, but I would read the fine print and make sure there's not a scenario where it would be, or a company that definitely requires them, because you want to make sure that you're completely covered in all ways, not only with the home inspection for the protection of what just to make sure you're making that sound wise purchasing decision, but then with the home warranty and making sure you're going to be able to use that home warranty after you close. If you have a home warranty, but you didn't get the inspection and that affects your ability to use that home warranty, you want to know that. So make sure you read all that fine print and know that ahead of time. Okay, so there was a lot that I said about this. If you have any questions or if you have any comments about any of this, had any experience with waiving a home warranty, did you regret it? What did it work out just fine for you? I'd love to hear your comments below. So please leave me a comment and let me know your thoughts. And thanks again for joining me this week. I really appreciate all the views that I get, all the subscribers that I have. If you think this information is helpful, please like this video and share it to others that you think might benefit from the information in this video, especially if you have friends and loved ones, family that are looking to buy and you think this could help them in their process to make sure that they're making wise choices. I would appreciate that as well. You support me when you do that. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and hit the bell notification so that you don't miss videos as we put them out each week. Thanks so much and have a blessed day.